Okay, hello everyone. Thanks for coming. This is the presentation in English for the English-based degree programs at Tallinn University about summer school, about the admission process. I'm very happy to see you here because like most of the international applicants, they're not able to come here before their studies at Tallinn University. After the presentation, we will also have a campus tour at Tallinn University. So those of you who would like to know the campus, they are welcome to join, and who are in Tallinn University for the first time. So my name is Caroline, as I said. Here is my contact email as well. So afterwards, if you have any questions, you're welcome to write me an email or ask any questions. So who has been in Tallinn University before? Is it okay? 1, 2. It's the first time. And may I ask, do you live here in Estonia, or are you visiting, or just yes. You're just visiting? No. You live in here. Okay. 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 Then let's start. Tallinn University is the third largest university in Estonia by student numbers. Those who have been in here longer time in Estonia, then we have University of Tartu, which is located in south of Estonia, which is the biggest university in Estonia by student numbers. And then we have the Tallinn University of Technology, which is located in Tallinn, and it's the second largest. And Tallinn University is the third largest public state university. As when it comes to higher education and universities overall, then in Estonia we don't have that much universities because the country is small as well. So, and most of the universities are state-owned universities, not private one. There is one Estonian business school which is private-owned university. So this is something maybe it's different from other countries' higher education system. As a university, we are more focused on social sciences and humanities, but this doesn't mean that we don't have exact science or IT. We do have programs in IT as well in English. I will refer to the programs later. We have 8,000 students around, and quite significant part of international students as well. So, a little bit about the history of Tallinn University. As you can see, Tallinn University was founded in 2005, but the history of Tallinn University is longer, since in 2005 there was a reform in Estonia, and different higher education institutions in Tallinn, they were merged into one university, which is now today called Tallinn University. And among those institutions which were merged was Academic Library, Tallinn Pedagogical University, Institute of History, Institute of Ecology, Estonian Institute of Humanities, and Baltic Film and Media School. So based on this, you can already see the academic focus of our university as well. The largest part was Tallinn Pedagogical University, which is why pedagogical sciences is very important academic focus today as well. So here are the focus fields that our academic staff, our researchers, our students are engaging on a daily basis. These are educational innovation, as I mentioned before, cultural competences, School of Society and Open Governance, digital and media culture, and healthy and sustainable lifestyle. And going further from this point, these focus fields are like distributed between the academic units, which we have Baltic Film, Media, Arts and Communication School, School of Digital Technologies, School of Educational Sciences, School of Humanities, School of Natural Sciences and Health, and School on Governance, Law and Society. We also have a regional college, which is in Haapsalu, and Rakvere College. So the academic programs, the degree programs, are divided between these units as well. A little bit about student environment, studying environment. We are international university, which means that we have one of the highest percentage of international academic staff. It also means that we have international students, international exchange students coming mainly from the Western Europe because of the Erasmus program, of course, and international degree students as well. Most of them, the biggest number of international students come from Finland, but also from Russia, Turkey, and so on. When it comes to international studying environment, then all our degree students have the possibility to go to abroad for a semester or two as well. So coming here as an international students, you are already abroad, but that as a student you will have the possibility to apply for an Erasmus exchange program as well and experience international life in our partner universities, which we have quite many. Life in here in campus is very active one. There are all the time quite many things happening, like open lectures, film festival in Baltic Film Media Communication and Art School, public speeches, conferences. So and all our students have the possibility to take part in these events as well and are very welcome to do so. So it's quite active student life. So, as a student, in addition, we have one of the most active student communities overall. So all our students have possibility to engage in different extracurricular activities such as International Club, ESN Tallinn, Erasmus Student Network, Student TV for those who are interested in media, communication, who are studying, Cultural Club, Sports Club. We have quite good sport facilities in here. Photo club, cultural collectives. We have our own symphony orchestra for those who are interested, who have musical background, and childcare as well. I'm not going to stop these slides very thoroughly, but because we are going to have a campus tour as well. But we have a very good virtual tour, so those who don't have time to look around for the campus, you might visit virtualtour.tlu.ee, and you can even visit some of the places which are really difficult to get in, like one of the best film studios in Estonia, in BFM, or computer classrooms, TV studio, and these places. And those who are not locals in Tallinn, then our campus is located in the city center, 10 minutes walk from Tallinn Old Town, the port is nearby, so everything is very close by. And in addition to that, the dormitories for international students as well, they are basically around the corner. And you can see two pictures of the dormitory. So they are like, usually there are two students in one room and a shared kitchen with another room. So, and the price for dormitory is 150 euros per month. So the most important thing, the degree programs, what you can study at Tallinn University. May I ask how many of you are interested in bachelor's programs, bachelor studies? There are a few, okay. So here are listed, of course, most of the programs at Tallinn University are in Estonian language, but here are the programs which are in English and open for international applicants. So these are bachelor programs, but we have Bologna system, which means bachelor's studies is 3 years, master's 2 years, and PhD 4 years. Two programs. The first one are provided by the Baltic Film Media Communication and Art School. I always mix up. So these are audiovisual media and cross-media in film and television. The first one is classical media program. The other one is focusing more on media production. Then we have liberal arts in humanities and liberal arts in social sciences. The term liberal arts refers to the academic freedom on this program, so students can choose different models on humanities or on social sciences. For example, in social sciences, international relations and communication, in humanities, philosophy or languages. So already in masters they know what is more interesting for them and continue their study in these fields. Also law program, as I said, we have a branch in Helsinki as well, so many students, mainly Finnish students, are studying in Helsinki law and politics and governance. When it comes to tuition fees, then average tuition fee in bachelor level is 3,000 euros per year, and tuition fees are different to programs. For example, these first two media program is 4,000 per year. Let's continue with master's programs. School of Digital Technologies has two master's programs, Digital Learning Games and Human-Computer Interaction. These two are quite, not quite, but they are unique programs in this region. First one, Digital Learning Games, it's a rather new program. It unites pedagogical sciences and IT. So it's basically developing games, but not for only entertainment, but also pedagogical purposes. And human-computer interaction, which is about design, usability, so but also IT. So. And for those programs, we have scholarship. Is anybody from Ukraine, Georgia, Afghanistan? No. So for these programs, we do have scholarship for Ministry of Foreign Affairs scholarships available, but only for certain countries. For these programs, the speciality grant applies, so because it's the priority area in Estonia, so students who are studying on these programs, they may apply for a speciality grant, which is 160 euros per month. Master's programs, let's continue with BFM, Communication Management and International Relations. The Communication Management program focuses on intercultural communication. International Relation focuses on security studies and regional studies. So we have scholarship for those as well, but as I said, there are only certain countries, Russia, Ukraine and Georgia can apply for scholarship. And then, last but not least, School of Humanities, Anthropology, Estonian Studies, which is a new program for those who are interested in Estonia, Estonian culture, Estonian literature, history, and are maybe thinking about translating Estonian literature to their own language, and literature, visual culture, and film studies. School of Humanities is offering tuition waivers, but how many and what is the percentage of tuition waiver is unknown at this point, and that's why I can't say anything specific about that, and it will be clear when the admission is over. PhD programs. Is anybody interested in PhD studies? Okay, there are few. Well, these are more like areas, so not programs. So if you're applying for PhD, then it's the application process for PhD studies is the same as for master's and a bachelor, but the difference is that you need to have a supervisor agreement while you're applying. So you have to find a supervisor in the university during the application process. When it comes to the PhD studies overall in Estonia, then PhD studies are for free. So if a student gets a place in PhD level, they don't have to pay for their studies, and they get a scholarship for 400 euros, and next year I think it will be bigger. It will be a double amount, 800 euros. This news was just announced. So this is the PhD. And it applies to all the universities in Estonia, not just to Tallinn University. So, just to, well, the question about money, I think it's very important for all the students who are, especially if you're a student, for students who are thinking of coming to study abroad. So I've listed here some of the things that are possible to fund your studies. Some of the things are government-based, so all the students can apply regardless of the program, regardless of the university. Some of the scholarships are nationality-based, for example, as the Ministry of Foreign Affairs scholarships for Ukraine, Georgia, and Afghanistan. Some of the scholarships are university-based, for example, DORA monthly scholarship. This is for Tallinn University students. And this is something you can apply when you are a student. So you can't apply during the application process. And monthly specialty scholarship, which is programs based. So this depends on many things, on your nationality, on your program, and on your degree level of studies as well, because the governmental and DORA scholarship are only for master and PhD students, not for bachelor's ones. So, admission requirements. Deadlines. The deadlines are different as well based on where are you coming from. So if you are EU or EEA, like European Economic Area country, then the deadline for you is 1st of July. If you are non-EU or EEA, then it's 15th of April. If you're from Turkey, Russia, Ukraine, or Georgia, then it's 1st of June June. So it depends on your nationality when is the deadline. And as well for Finnish and Latvian students for BA programs except for audiovisual media, it's 15th of August. So the deadlines are different as well for program and for nationalities. So, step 1 on application process. So the first thing when you're interested in applying is to submit your application in the application system, which is called DreamApply. The address you can see there. All universities in Estonia are accepting application in this platform. So when you go there, you choose a university, you choose a program, and you start to fulfill your application. And in that system, our admission specialist will start to communicate with you as well. So if you're missing any documents, then they will send you an email, and you can see everything you can see in that system. After that, then you have to do the written part of the admission exams, and it depends on the program. Every program has different admission exams. It can be motivation letter, it can be answering some questions, an essay. So on each program you have to see what are the written requirements and then submit this one in the DreamApply system. We also have application fee, which is 80 euros. And then the university admission is checking if you have paid this as well. And I recommend you to check the country-specific requirements, which is tlu.de country-specific. So because quite many nationalities are applying, so there are some differences between different nationalities. For example, so if you're from Finland, then there are some exceptions regarding your diploma, translation, and English language requirement as well. So check this page as well. In addition to step 1, if you're graduating this year, either school or university, so then you will probably receive your diploma later than it's the deadline for application. Then we have this thing called conditional acceptance, which means that you will have to contact the admission office and say that I'm graduating this year. and I'm sending my diploma later. So this is how it goes. So it's no problem if you receive your diploma later. As for English language requirements, we have listed here the international tests which are acceptable for international applicants. So IELTS is 5.5. TOEFL computer-based is internet-based is 70. We also have Tallinn University English language test on 15th of May. So it's cost 40 euros. So if you happen to be in Estonia in May, then you are welcome to do this test as well. But you do have to consider the deadlines for you, depending on your nationality as well. So step 2 is also about the English language exceptions more. So if your background is in if you have previous education fully in English in EU or EEA countries, then we do exceptions on the English language test as well. Or if you're non-EU or EEA, but you have a degree in United States, Canada, Australia or New Zealand, then this is exception as well. Then you don't have to do the international tests. Otherwise, only the international tests, which were listed here, are accepted. So then, after you have done this process, you wait for the initial feedback on your documents. Until this moment, you don't have to send any paper documents to our admission office. If you get a positive feedback, then our admission office will contact you, and then you are requested to send your paper documents to our admission office. After that, you will contact it regarding the admission interview, which is, if you're not in Estonia, then it's via Skype. The good internet connection and the camera is needed, so you will have an interview with the admission committee. And then positive or hopefully positive feedback from the admission. As for the start of studies, then academic calendar starts in last week of August, when we have the orientation days for all the international students. The studies itself start in the first week of September. So this is the beginning of the first semester. A little about cost of living in Tallinn. How many of you are living actually in Tallinn? So quite many of you, so you probably know, so I'll be very quick. Well, our student feedback is that the average what students can cope is 300 up to 500 euros per month. So it can be more, it can be maybe less, but this is like average that the international students and Estonian students are paying. When you're a citizen of Tallinn, for example, transportation is free of charge. Also, working is a quite significant topic when it comes to international studies. Then yes, working is allowed during your studies, and you don't need any special permission to work. But you do have to consider that the work can't interfere your studies at university, so you still have to fulfill the academic obligation that you have in the universities, and if you have extra time, then you're welcome to work. And many international students do work in Estonia as well. And we have career and counseling center at Tallinn University, so if you're a student, you're welcome to go there and find out different work possibilities in there as well. And at least once a year, we are organizing for international students work fairs in Tallinn and in Tartu as well, where it's organized by Estonian Estonia. So all the companies who are looking for international employees come together, and we invite the international students as well, where they can find out more about the work possibilities. So this was about all regarding degree studies in Estonia. I will take questions later. I will continue now with the briefly with the summer school information, because it's also for students, it's for non-students as well. I'm very happy to say that it's the most popular summer school in Estonia. So you don't, as I said, you don't have to be a student to take part in this, but for students we have scholarships as well. So if you're currently studying, it's possible to get the scholarship. So it's a 3-week program in July. And there are quite many courses. There are courses in language courses. You can study Estonian there, Russian, Chinese, English. You can. There are courses in IT, in humanities. So students can choose different courses. Most of the participants are international. There's also a cultural program. So for those who are not who haven't been in Estonia for very long, there's a possibility to see different parts of Estonia and with an excursion. As I said, if you are a student, then if you're currently enrolled in the university, then it's possible to receive scholarship for certain programs. I've listed them here. But this all information is available in the homepage as well. The application period is currently open. Here are some pictures. So in addition to learning, there's this. We're having fun as well. And to continue with. Here are our student ambassadors. They are currently studying. There are some alumni ambassadors. So if you have any questions about the program, about life in Estonia, in student life in Tallinn universities, you're welcome to contact them and ask your question. tlu.ee ambassadors. And also on 27th and 28th of March, we will have student webinars in some of the languages, not in Russian, in Georgian, in Turkish, in Finnish. So if you have background, if you're from these countries, you're welcome to see the webinar as well. And thank you from my side.